Welcome to Sports Sipping Sports. I'm your host, Kenny Baker, and I'm coming at you with a little bit of information about the NFL. We're in week 15, and it's getting closer to the playoffs, and week 15 had kicked off on Thursday night with the Los Angeles Rams visiting the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, that was an interesting game. The 49ers pretty much needed to win this game to hopefully have any kind of shot at the playoffs. If they would have won, they would have been at 11% to be in the playoffs, which is not a lot, but it's still a shot. Now they're at, I think, 0.1 or something like that because of the loss. They didn't score a touchdown in the game. They had a disgruntled player who decided he didn't want to enter the game late because he felt he lost his position. Well, I don't agree with that part, but it just goes to show you could be loaded and still don't get it together. Now, you're going to hear some people talk about the 49ers and injuries, but I believe everybody in the NFL experiences injuries year in, year out. The only thing everybody doesn't have is many Pro Bowlers as the 49ers have. So to me, it is what it is. You can come up with all the excuses you want to. Other teams go through injuries, they still perform. Or if they don't perform, that's just what it is. You're not going to just get it both ways. One minute, they loaded and everybody's on the 49er bandwagon. Now you want to have every excuse under the sun. In fact, I'm curious to see how they handle the quarterback situation as far as giving him a contract. He can get the contract. I just don't know how they're going to go forward successfully based on the age of some of the players and the contracts that they already have. So to me, the 49ers are going to have to do a little bit of soul searching, especially after this season. So we have Sunday, the Cowboys visiting the Panthers, Chiefs at the Browns, Dolphins at Texans, Jets at Jags, Commanders at Saints, Bengals at Titans, Patriots at the Cardinals, Colts at Broncos, Bills at the Lions, Bucks at the Chargers, Steelers at the Eagles, Packers at the Seahawks, Bears at the Vikings, Falcons at the Raiders. So we have two games on Monday night, which will be the Falcons and the Raiders and the Bears and Vikings. But here's my take. You have a few teams that are, vying for the playoffs. And one of the most disappointing teams to me is the Atlanta Falcons. I said it weeks ago. They had a chance to have a stranglehold on the division. Now, not only did they not hold on to the division lead, they may not make the playoffs. Because right now we got the Falcons sitting at 6-7. Yes, they play the Raiders, but they are on the road. So as far as I'm concerned, they could lose. They could possibly lose. I'm not saying that they will. For the Falcon fans, I feel for you. To me, this was your opportunity this year. It was your opportunity to get a division, be in the playoffs, but I feel that you guys let it slip away. Now, it's not over yet. We still have 3 games to go. But my opinion doesn't look too promising. But so now let's break down what teams are in as we speak. In the AFC, we have the Chiefs, Bills, Steelers, Texans, Chargers, Ravens, and the Broncos. On the outside, we have the Colts, Dolphins, possibly the Bengals, the Jets, the Patriots, the Browns, the Jaguars, the Titans, and the Raiders are all eliminated. And typically, when teams are eliminated, some way, somehow, they find a way to bring somebody along with them that didn't plan to. So those are some things to keep in mind going into this weekend. In the NFC, we have the Lions, the Eagles, Seahawks, the Tampa Bay Bucks, Vikings, Packers, Commanders. There you go. With the Rams very much in it now, 8-6. Cardinals, I don't know, 6-7. They have a shot, but it doesn't look all that promising. Again, the 49ers 6-8 doesn't look all that promising. The Bears, believe it or not, they're not mathematically eliminated at 4-9, nor are the Saints or the Cowboys both at 5-8. But actually, even the Panthers are not mathematically, as of today, eliminated at 3-10, which is absurd, but that's what it is. The Giants are eliminated. No surprise there. So as far as this weekend goes, I'm gonna start off with who I like, and I think when you look at the Cowboys versus the Panthers, surprisingly the Panthers are favored. That's the surprise in itself. But I'm gonna have to agree with them. I'm gonna agree with the bookies on this one and say that yeah, I'm gonna take the Panthers at home. I think the Cowboys last week let one get away, and just the way it happened too was demoralizing. And I feel like some of the players might feel like, hey, let me go ahead and make plans for my off-season workout, vacation, whatever have you. So I'm going to go with the Panthers there. Chiefs at the Browns. I think Kansas City will continue to dominate. The Browns, I think they're just going through the motion. Dolphins at the Texans. Interesting game. Texans need this game, and the Dolphins to have any shot definitely need this game. But I'm going to go with the Texans in their home at home. I have to. Dolphins. I originally, when the season started, I picked them to win their division. Obviously, they were very disappointing this year. Here's another case of injuries, but it is what it is, and they're still fighting. But I don't think so. Jets at Jags. The Jets. Oh, what a story! What a story this year. Aaron Rodgers, he gets everything he wants, and he also gets people fired. And now he gets to go home early without a playoff run. And the Jaguars will pretty much, I think, put the nail in the coffin. Do I think the Jaguars are that good? No, but it's the Jets. So yeah, they'll go down there and stink it up. So I'm gonna take the Jags in that. Commanders at the Saints. Commanders must win, and I think that they will win. The Saints are pretty banged up as well, and here's a team that yes, they're mathematically still available, I believe. Right? Did I mention that? Yeah, I think so. And I think that they'll take care of business there. Bengals at the Titans. Cincinnati still has a pulse. I'm going to have to give them that game against the Titans. Titans defense is pretty good, but offensively, I think they'll struggle. So I'm definitely going with the Bengals there. Patriots at the Cards. Arizona, here's another team. You have to win this game. Any shot, you lose it, pretty much puts the nail in the coffin. So I'm going to take the Cardinals in that one. Colts at Broncos. Both teams need it, but taking the Broncos at home is where I'm going with that. Bills at the Lions. Very good game. I think Detroit's the best team in the league, and I think, unfortunately, the Bills are going to catch back-to-back L's, which is no knock to them because they're both road games. If they do lose, it'll be two road losses, which is not the end of the world. But I'm going to take Detroit. Then we have Tampa Bay at the Chargers. A must game for both. I believe Tampa Bay is not in the driver's seat just yet as far as winning the division. And the Chargers obviously are fighting for a playoff spot. They're in as we speak, but they can't afford to just lose out. This is going to be an interesting game, but I'm going to go with the Chargers here. I think sometimes Baker Mayfield, he tends to play good and then throw a game as to what the hell. So this might be a what the hell game. Steelers at the Eagles. Well, a battle of the states or two state teams. I'm going to go with Philadelphia. I believe that the Steelers, they have not beat them in Philadelphia, and God knows. I think the Eagles are just, especially with the Steelers not having Pickens, I think the Eagles should take care of business. Packers at the Seahawks. I'm going to say I'm going to take the Packers. Seahawks, yeah, they can't afford to just give up a game here or there, but this might be one that they might lose late. I'm going to take the Packers in that game. Bears at the Vikings. I think the Vikings are going to beat the Bears. That shouldn't be a problem. And the Falcons at the Raiders. Again, here's a team that on paper I'm pretty sure most people just say Falcons. But I'm going to take the Raiders. I think they could be spoilers, and they should break this losing streak eventually. They had a shot against Kansas City. We already know what happened there. But Atlanta, long as, and it's really, again, no personal knocks to these guys, but Kirk Cousins, he's known to throw some picks at the wrong time. So I can see that happening. Definitely can see it. So I'm going to go with the Raiders there. Now, I also have some picks at the Meadowlands that I've given out already, but I'm going to share them on my podcast now, Saturday night, which is tonight, at the Meadowlands. In the first race at the Meadowlands, number 2, Just Plain Loco. This 532 lifetime winner as far as money in the bank, 61,000 this year thus far. On the 1st of November, he beat number 9, Warrior Yankee, who's also in this race, in 152-3. It's a similar setup. You got Warrior Yankee in post 9 when he beat him, and Just Plain Local had the rail. So he has the 2-hole tonight, pretty much the same dynamic, and I expect the same outcome. And it doesn't hurt that the 2 has 6 wins on the season this year. So I'm going with the 2 on top. Speaking of the 9, the Warrior Yankee, he's a check getter. He gets a check pretty much every start, despite any post that he has. Last Saturday, he sat last and then made one move with him. Came up short, but he did race pretty well at the end. I expect a different tactic tonight to not just sit last and then make a move. So I think he'll be a little more aggressive and should get him a little closer. That's why I got him second. Number 1, T-Dog. Last race he sat and saved on the rail. He has the inside again. I expect pretty much the same type of trip. He's a 10-time winner last year. So in the first race, Meadowlands, Saturday night, I'm going with 291. In the second race, number 3, Rose Run Zeke. This 3-year-old qualified outstanding. Very good qualifier. And last year at 2 years old, he was 4 wins out of 9 starts, and he banked $123,000. Usually I don't like to bet 3-year-olds when they're in the race with older horses, but in this case, quite a few 3-year-olds in this race, though, I must say. I am going to go with the 3 on top. Number 2, Star Speaker. This 7-year-old has not gone off no higher than 7-2 in his last 5 starts. He ships in, I feel, with the inside, Justin Irvine, sneaky good. I like him there. Number 7, another 3-year-old, Hype Beast. Has been racing good last 2 starts, been pretty much close, just getting beat. I think it'll probably be some similar type of outcome, but he's pretty sharp, so I'm going to go with the 7 third. So 3-2-7 second race, Meadowlands. Third race, number 8, For Once in My Life. Second to Oakwood Hey Mickey in both starts at the Meadowlands. No Oakwood Hey Mickey tonight, no problem. Number 1, Reed's Superfly. Raced well his first start in the United States, which was last week. He was in the same race with Oakwood Hey Mickey, finishing third. Should improve off of that mile. Number 4, Zapoli Hanover. First time late sex. 3 starts back, he just missed in 151-3. Last quarter in 26-3. Followed that up with a 153-1 win. Last quarter in 27 flat. Sneaky good. I like him there. 8-1-4 third race. Sixth race. Number 8, Kobe's Gigi. Only 152,000 short of becoming a millionaire in lifetime earnings. Last time he raced at the Meadowlands, he went easily in 149-4. Last quarter in 26 flat. Kobe's Gigi should be tons the best in that race there. Number 5, Turn the Page. Last 2 starts here was third and second. He's been heavily bet 4 of his last 6 starts. He also has 10 wins on the season. Number 6, Talk Curdy to Me. Every time that T-Trick has sat behind this horse, he's always gotten a check. Earlier this year, he took a mark of 140. I think that he should be pretty good from the center of the track with Timmy T in the bike. So 8-5-6 in the 6th race. In the 10th race, my best bet of the night, number 7, Ruthless Hanover. He should benefit from a bucker bet Hanover, who's been racing against pretty much all year, is only 76,000 away from becoming a millionaire in purse earned lifetime. He should add to that tonight, and they have the man Napolitano in the bike. Number 6, Maximus Mickey. This 10-time winner's been racing super. Just missed his last start in 149-2. Last quarter in 26-4. He's very sharp right now. Number 1, South Beach Star. I'm going to throw out his last race, but 3 back. He just missed to Maximus Mickey in 149-1. He should sit and save towards the inside and try to get it all late. So in the 10th race, it's 7-6-1 Meadowlands Racetrack Saturday night. So guys, thanks for tuning in. It's your man Kenny Baker, once again with Sports Sipping Sports, giving you my take on the NFL and my harness racing handicapping. So till the next time, stay safe. One love.